Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities Skylines. This is the second episode of the series and we shall be continuing the city that we started last time. Basically our plan for today is expanding the residential area and moving this industrial zone out of there and putting it into a nice separate neighborhood. Just to keep basically the pollution and everything out of the people's water system and everything. Because industry causes pollution, believe it or not. In this day and age, we never know. So basically, this city is expanding, as we can see. Now it's getting a bit embarrassing for incest to happen in our town, so that's quite a good thing, I believe. And education is supposed to be going up. I think that after a while, people are going to be starting to believe into global warming, so that shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so we're starting to have some problems with the electricity, so we'll just have to build some more windmills just in order to keep the demand right now. I think we actually will be in trouble money-wise, because I think we've been spending too much. Okay, so we're gonna take a loan. So all great decisions start with getting in debt, and we will just build a couple more wind power sources, just to be eco-friendly, because polar bears. And at this point, I think I'm starting to feel comfortable building the industrial zone that we talked about a little bit beforehand. So I think that here should be a great place to build it. I'm just going to slow down the speed for a while, and we'll go into building mode for roads. I think that those should be actually quite square, just to accommodate the traffic that's going to be happening here. There you go. And what I like to do, it's a little bit more expensive, but I think that we do have the funds to do that. It's just to go up like this, like that. And we don't have enough money, so we'll return to finish this later on. Meanwhile, we need some more residential areas, because people want to move into our glorious town that we made with so much care and love. Hey, there you go. So we've received a lot of new stuff to build, but we also received a ton of money to finish our little expansion that we've tried to make. And that totally failed because I'm spending like it's grease. Okay, so just like that. And then freeform as well. And we will be doing... it's gonna look so bad, but yeah, I'll revisit that later. That doesn't matter. Just like that. And I think power will be required, so we'll just take this and push it towards, there you go. And basically, when it's ready to move, the industry will move itself. It's the way of life. This is capitalism. Thank you very much. So we need to plop down some firefighters. I think that should be a great idea. I think that's, around these parts, it's quite central. It's quite nice, so we'll put that. And later we'll need some cops, but I don't think that now is the right time to do that, because we are poor. Yeah, so poor people can't spend much. I do not know why people aren't moving into the industry. I think that they're confused because they're like, oh, the industrial center is there, but it's not. So like, ¿qué pasa? There you go, it's happening finally. So at the same time, I think it should be quite safe to remove those zones. Okay, so money should start flowing in. There you go. I'm feeling a bit more comfortable now than I was before with money. All that sweet socialist tax money is coming in, so that's quite nice. I don't want it to be to look terribly nice, because usually in towns it's a bit of a mess, especially like when you're doing something from zero. And I I like the chaos and the lack of symmetry. I think it's quite nice. I think it's gonna be a problem later on with traffic, but city planning, who cares, right? Speaking of which, these people won't have water and they will die, so that's a problem. Oh, I was talking about the cops earlier on, and so we'll take a loan and pay our previous loan with that loan, and then take the rest of the money to pay for cops. Because I think that most people should pay loans with loans. That's how you make money. That's how you profit. So at this point, the game is prompting me to set districts, but you know what? I don't really care. Oh, and I was speaking about not caring, and I've received an award. We are now a tiny town. And we can make some stuff, but high school is nice. I think we'll build that next. And we can do recycling, but at this point, we don't even have a high school, so I don't think they know what recycling is. But how about we teach them? This is going to cost a lot of money, but later on it's going to pay off to have more educated people working. I think at this point it's quite safe to remove those zones as well, and have some babies born with pollution and diseases, so that's always nice, because who doesn't like breathing in asbestos, right? I think that the conversion is getting along quite nice. We'll have like that part of town that will be all the big mess with the trucks and everything, and here is going to be the cozy little town that people come to to live in and to shop in, and people are going to be, oh, look at that like pretty little river town. Kind of looks like a place near where I live, actually. And I think at this point it's quite safe to put another park just to make the values go up a bit. And it's gonna look so much nicer. Look at that little tiny park with the beautiful pink trees and like the Zen garden. Yeah, it's quite progressive for a small town of 1,400 people. Okay, so we have a rise for industry happening right now, but we still have some place, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. The thing I'm mostly worrying about is commercial, but I don't want any commercial near the river, so we'll put them all the way back here. I mostly want residential here, because I think, when you live next to a river, it's nicer. Plus, if there's like a tsunami and things, the economy is not too much ruined by that. And just like that, we're gonna make some high risk, high value land. Lucky for us, we do live near a very nice mountain where the wind power is actually quite profitable, so we're gonna use it to our advantage. And plus, the penguins and everything are very grateful to us, so that's nice. I think at this point it's quite safe to remove those, plus they look like crap, so that's a plus. Okay, so now people want to move into our town because it's awesome, and incest has officially stopped. So let's build this. I'd like to be as creative as possible in the patterns that we make for the neighborhoods. And just like that. Just like that. That's quite interesting. I like that. I'm actually looking forward to play around with the transportation systems. I've never been able actually to take the time to use them, but since I'm going to try to do my best with this town, I think it should be quite nice to use them. Oh, perfect. So we've unlocked public transport, and we've also unlocked a new piece of land, but we don't need that right now. I think we're expanding at a very nice rate. And now we have highways as well. Oh, this is so nice. Okay, so we're going to have a lot more things to play around in, and we do have the advanced wind turbine. So that is quite nice. Plus, cemetery, that's something that we need to take care of. Do we have the crematorium yet? We don't seem like we do. So we're going to need to use the cemetery first. and then another one probably here. Yep, perfect. So now we're going to have 2 cemeteries that are going to be able to fill basically the demand for everything. And later on we'll need to build probably a new high school, but I think for now we're quite fine with that. Public transport should be something that we do set up quite early. I think that traffic problems, it's a problem. It's an easy problem. I think that if we put the bus depot, that's a bus depot, right? Yes, it is. So we put it right here, and then we can build some bus lines. Okay, I think that's a great start for public transports. I'm looking forward actually to see how it helps with the flow of traffic. I'm not sure if you can see exactly like which lines go where, because it seems like it's one fixed menu, but maybe I'll figure out exactly how it works, and so that's not too bad. But I know that it's set up, I think, quite well right now, and all the buses are trying to leave the depot, so that's going to create a bit of a backlog, but that is far from being the end of the world. We have 3 bus lines for 2,500 people city, so that's that's more than acceptable. Plus the city is going to be expanding a lot in the next few episodes, I think. Speaking of episodes, I think that's the end for this one. We have advanced the city quite nicely, I think, and I'm looking forward to continue doing that in the next episode. So thank you for watching. If you want to leave a like, please leave a like. If you want to leave a comment, please do so. I'm looking forward to having some feedback. And if you want to subscribe, please do. It will be amazing. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye-bye.